Good afternoon, water signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I wanted to do is just going to give you a weekend sort of a reading. Since this is Valentine's weekend, I decided to go on and just, give you a little weekend reading just to see what's kind of coming your way in regards to your romantic situation here, okay? Today I've decided to go on and use my tarot deck as already shuffled and illustrated as we see here. Okay. I've also decided to use a few other additional cards. Okay. So water signs, if this reading resonates with you guys as we go through it, okay, and be sure to check your Venus and your moon signs, and you know, be sure to like and share and give it a big thumbs up. Okay. So I'm going to start off first by just making a few general observations as to this reading here, and then we'll just move right along here, okay? You have a predominance here, ladies and gentlemen, of major cards here. So it seems that destiny really is at play here. And so the key here, ladies and gentlemen, is to really take your hands off the situation and just let it flow, you know? And it looks like your situation too, I'm feeling is very, very unstable. I'm kind of getting that someone might not be working, or someone might even, in fact, live at a distance from you, or there may be, financial issues that might be, impacting your situation here. I'm also feeling too that there seems to be a lack of boundaries or structure in your situation. And this might be even, in fact, creating a lot of havoc. I'm feeling that some of you might even be a bit bored. And it looks like that in terms or relating to your relationship, miscommunication might also be a factor here that I'm kind of getting. Okay. I do feel that if you do want this relationship to kind of progress, I do kind of, get a feeling that this relationship does have some potential here. Okay. I'm also seeing the possibility of you reconciling with someone. It looks like it's an old flame here, or someone with whom you kind of, stop talking. Okay. Because when you have this tower card here that sits in your reading here, it kind of, it kind of addresses some type of a past relationship that you may have had problems with. Okay. I'm feeling too that it looks like both you and your lover appear to be a bit overbearing or perhaps power driven. Okay. And the emphasis seems to be placed on a female here that I'm kind of getting here. Okay. I'm also seeing someone that is very, irresponsible, or they're acting, or they have been acting very immaturely here that I'm kind of getting, okay? And it looks like that your relationship, ladies and gentlemen, also has the potential for abuse. It seems like it's an abusive type relationship, or, and the abuse that I'm getting here seems to be more of an emotional, type here. And one person might even, in fact, be using sex and love as a game, or, it's kind of withholding affections here, okay? I'm also getting a strong sense, it seems, that one of you seems to have lost interest in the other, and you might be in the process of separating or divorcing, or you might be contemplating same, okay? I'm feeling too that someone is certainly is going to teach you, ladies and gentlemen, something of importance, but you may haven't met this person just as of yet here, okay? I'm also seeing something connected with, Judaism, or a woman of the veil, if you will, okay? Or anywhere from Islam to Roman Catholics, okay? It looks like, too, that events that transpired in the past might just well have had, I'm feeling, a very psychological effect on you, which might be kind of causing some disillusionment, I'm kind of getting. And it could be, I'm seeing something stemming from either a past marriage or either, in fact, a relationship, as I've already indicated here. Okay? So let's go on and look at your bottom energy, the cards that fell to the bottom energy, bottom of the deck here, okay? And then, of course, if I kind of point out the sign of the person you're dealing with, all the better. Be sure to, again, like and share and subscribe if you've yet to do so. Okay, let's start off with this Five of Pentacles here. Okay, Mercury rules this card and it's connected with earth signs. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, as well as Capricorn. And this card brings about a lot of anxiety, a lot of insecurity. It's all about loss and rejection, and even a sense, ladies and gentlemen, of feeling a bit like you've been left out in the cold here. Okay? And then you have that Knight of Swords that sits next to it, and that represents an air sign: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this is all about courage, skill, assertiveness, and impetuousness. Okay? And then we have the Emperor. Okay? So that represents a fair fire sign, but usually is Aries. Okay? But Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this card certainly is all about, authority, ambition, and in fact, power here. So I'm going to combine these cards just to kind of give you a story of the energy that I'm kind of seeing kind of coming towards, and what this reading really is all about. I'm kind of feeling that many of you are kind of wishing, I'm feeling, to be with a lover that, a lover with whom, a lover that it feels that left you out in the cold. And a lot of you are feeling abandoned or feeling a sense of unwantedness. And there seems to be a lot of communication and sexual problems, as already denoted by the observations here, you know. So you might even have, and some of you I'm feeling too might have recently even lost someone that's close to you. And so this, the key here, ladies and gentlemen, is kind of asking you to really try to get more in tune with your spiritual center here, you know. Because I'm feeling that with this Knight of Swords here, really despite how you are in fact feeling, I see you getting very, um, or being surprised perhaps at the prospects of perhaps a relationship, or it could be a new relationship, or perhaps even in fact continuing on in an existing relationship. I'm seeing some type of romantic message that some of you may have already received or you will be receiving here. Okay, then you have that Emperor that sits next to that, and it looks like that, this message will come, it seems, by someone very authoritative, and you're going to make plans to kind of see one another, I'm feeling, you know? And you're even, might even kind of treat one another to dinner, or, either your lover would treat you or you would treat them, I'm kind of feeling. And the Emperor really is the go forward card, and kind of tells you, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of see where it leads here. Okay, so let's go on and dive very deeply here into your reading here, starting with your past here. We have that Three of Wands. Okay, so the Sun governs this card, and it represents a fire sign: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And this card brings about teamwork and cooperation. So it seems that, ladies and gentlemen, in the past, many of you were kind of, I'm feeling you were faced, at a very, or at a fork in the road, if you will, or you were faced with making a very critical decision. And I see that many of you vacillated between whether you kind of really wanted to kind of enter a new romantic situation or not. And some of you might have also reconcile your differences with someone from whom you've been estranged here to in the past. Okay, so let's move right along to the present. We have the Hierophant. Okay, that represents a Taurus. Okay, so this card is all about allegiance. It's all about loyalty and conforming. You know, even celibacy for some of you. Okay, so many of you are kind of, I feel you're meeting new people, but you aren't kind of really, really, really kind of willing to kind of sell your soul for the sake of love. And thus, I feel you are very and have been very dissatisfied. Okay. And some of you might have even relinquished your power and kind of need to really take it back, ladies and gentlemen. And someone may also be kind of, I'm feeling, even for some of you, pressuring you to do things that you really don't like, or others are, in fact, pressuring you about, really your situation here. So I'm feeling that, you might consider really looking for new ways of kind of doing things, okay? Because I feel that some of you might even also be experiencing, as I've already indicated, because of all of the hurt and things that you've been going through, a period of celibacy, okay? So let's turn our attention to how your lover feels about you here, okay? We have the Knight of Cups, okay? That represents a water sign: Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So your lover feels that you're very extravagant, that you're very passionate, yet flighty, ladies and gentlemen, romantic, very seductive, charming. even empathic, But sometimes your lover kind of sees you as a bit being a bit narcissistic and a bit moody. And ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that the energies of this card can be vice versa. You could be feeling that way about him or her, um, or your lover could just as easily be feeling this way for you, okay? So let's move right along and go on and turn our attention to how you are actually feeling or your feelings for your lover here that we have. Okay, we have the Tower. Okay, so Mars governs this card, and it's it denotes fire signs. Okay, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, so this card feels. I'm feeling here that you feel your lover is very aggressive. Very challenging, kind of hard to be with, ladies and gentlemen. A bit derailed, secretive. Even in fact deceptive, and even you even see him or her in misery. You know But now let's turn our attention to what's not important. And ladies and gentlemen, you should not put any focus in this direction because you will not achieve what you want. So putting your focus on doing the things that I'm about to share with you will not get you to where you will want to be. So let's look at what's not important in your situation here. We have the Fool. So with the Fool, Uranus, kind of governs that card, and it represents air sign. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So certainly, it is definitely not the time for you to look for new situations, or even in fact relationships at this time, or even in fact just as the Fool, act like a fool, or even act stupidly and recklessly, or either play dumb, ladies and gentlemen, or even in fact be ruthless. Okay, or even in fact react in a very frivolous way when it's not needed. Okay, so then you might ask, then what is in fact important in your situation? Okay, we have the High Priestess. Okay, so the Moon rules that card, and it rules Cancer, or water signs. Okay, so what's important now with having that High Priestess, or she's telling you that it's time that you trust yourself and your intuition, and trust the signs, and kind of be patient, with the matter here that I'm kind of getting. Okay, so let's look and see too what might be some potential surprises, or what might be hidden in your situation that you're not aware of. Okay, we have the Moon. Isn't it something that the Moon comes up, because the Moon is a very secretive type card? So with the Moon, of course, the Moon rules itself. Okay, and it represents a Pisces, or water signs. Okay, so this card is all about mystery, deception and intuition, secrecy, as I've already indicated. So it looks like I'm feeling that you're going to be trying very hard not to really think about this person, and you're going to contemplate your future. And I feel that you're going to constantly keep wondering whether there's still a chance, whether you ever really, really connect with this person on any type of real satisfactory level here. Okay? So let's move on and see offer you some advice here with that Six of Cups here. With the Six of Cups, the Sun governs this card, and it connects with water signs. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so the key here, what I'm kind of getting here, is that you might want to relax a bit more and stop worrying. You know, and you might want to go back and kind of recapture something lost, well, in the past here, that you might have been struggling, with, and try to clarify your true feelings that I'm kind of getting, and just try to enjoy life here. And what I mean by going back to the past, think about how it felt for you when you used to be in love here, okay? And try to reignite those um, memories and those feelings, okay? So let's look and see what's a likely outcome that is to be expected here. We have Judgment there. So with Judgment, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly all about renewal. It's all about a new direction and healing, a need for reconciliation here. So it looks like that you're definitely going to be faced with a decision regarding your relationship. And I'm going to feel that you're going to feel that it looks like that I'm getting a sense that you're going to feel a lover. I see a lover somehow pissing you off in some way, so much so that you're going to have, it looks like a lot of more doubts, about them. And I feel that while you'll still have feelings for this person, past hurt seems to kind of be, kind of causing a lot of pain for you. And you might want to kind of release those hurts so that you can move on to a more productive life here. So I wanted also just to add a bit more, a few more oracle cards here for you guys, just to give you some more information regarding your situation here. Okay. One of the things here is that one thing that might be necessary is that you might want to try to retreat for a little while. Just disconnect from the world and try to figure out what it is that you want. And in doing so, it's going to help you to recapture your playfulness, recapture romance, and it allows you to, your inner youth to kind of, shine again. Just like going back to remembering those memories that kind of made you laugh and made you happy here. Okay? And with any given situation that you're in, ladies and gentlemen, always be true to thine self, own self here. Be authentic, and be real to who you are and really how you're really feeling in regards to your situation here. And don't be afraid, ladies and gentlemen, to take a chance on love, Because when you love, you know, lives do really tend to change forever here that I'm kind of getting here when you do tend to do those things here. And the key here is, again, is patience. Wait, ladies and gentlemen. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to kind of really take its course, which is what I've indicated with you having a predominance of major cards there. Let things happen in their own timing here, okay? And understand that, with your partner, you need to honor the place in one another and where you are, you know? And I'm feeling that sometimes when it comes to love or painful situations that we go through, we must surrender, ladies and gentlemen, because at times we must surrender to all before really, ladies and gentlemen, something new can form here. Just like you're rising up from the dead with that judgment card. So let go, and you'll see that all will certainly work itself out, in divine timing. Because I feel that your love is certainly like a burst of sunshine on a cloudy day here with looking at your reading here, and I'm kind of getting here that this is certainly a favorable time for matters of the heart for you, and a time of inspiration and healing, you know, and try to be still, listen, and kind of feel and just be, you know. Have you actually forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, what is really truly important to yourself? Because understand, when you pass from this world, all you take with you is your soul and the beautiful memories that it holds, okay? So, water signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope this reading has offered food for thought. Please continue to enjoy your Valentine's and give this a thumb up, subscribe, and share it with others. And if you have any comments, I'll be certainly happy to hear them. And if you need a personal reading, please contact me at WAT 61073 at gmail.com. Enjoy your day.